Right, hey everyone and welcome back to Cade's Comics. If this is your first time watching the channel, make sure you hit subscribe down below so you never miss another video. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year and I really think we can do it. If this is not your first time watching the channel, welcome back and I hope you enjoyed this video like all the others. So today for you guys, I have my top 5 non-superhero comics that I'm recommending. For a lot of readers, superheroes are the way to go with comics and it's a lot of people's introduction to comics as well. The Killing Joke was my first comic that I ever read. I know what some of you are thinking, Jesus Cade, that for a first comic, but that was my introduction and everyone has a different introduction to comics. Just for a lot of people it's superheroes. So today I thought, why not try and tell people that comics aren't just Batman and Superman and other superheroes like that. So I'm recommending you guys my top 5 non-superhero comics. If you go on to enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like down below and let me know what some of your favourite non-superhero comics are. First up, I've got one of my favourite reads of the year, and I know we're only 3 months in. I did a review of this book actually, and it'll be up here if you want to check it out, and that's probably just spoiled what it is. But it is Kill or Be Killed by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. This is definitely for mature readers and it follows Dylan, who is essentially given an ultimatum by the devil. He can either kill one person or he can be killed by the devil himself. That's a very quick overview of what the book actually is, but it's so much more than that. It's a noir series, a detective series, a vigilante series, but not a superhero series. I read it earlier this year and I read it all in about 2 sittings. I read it over the span of 2 days. Absolutely fell in love with this book. The art style, the story, everything like that. It's so great and I would highly recommend it. Next up is another book that I absolutely loved, and this is actually the first omnibus that I ever owned. This is Why the Last Man by Brian K. Vaughan. The book follows a world where one day every male species on the planet dies, and nobody knows why. But Yorick and his monkey Ampersand are the only 2 surviving males on the planet. So it's how do they survive that? And so when I first heard about this book, I thought, oh, maybe it'll be a stereotypical male fantasy of the world, you know, a man hunted by women who are only after sex or things like that. But it's not at all. It's really not. And Brian K. Vaughan does such a great job writing it. You explore a world that is just one species and how they can go on to survive. This is another book for mature readers just because of the content of it. You don't want to have a little kid getting all existential on you like that, so if you're a parent watching one of my videos, I don't want to be responsible for that. I absolutely love this book and I really would recommend it to anyone else that's looking to explore it. It's from DC Vertigo, so you're not really straying too far away into something like an Image comic or Aftershock or things like that. And speaking of Image comics, we have another one. This is Paper Girls, again by Brian K. Vaughan. I didn't even realise this when I planned this video. Brian K. Vaughan with 2 entries on this list. The guy can write a non-superhero comic, what can I say? This has been made into an Amazon Prime TV show, so if you guys have seen that, definitely check out this book. It is what the show was based on. I haven't seen the show and so I can't say how true to the book it is, but the book itself, incredible. It follows 4 girls in the 80s who are delivering newspapers, and I don't really know how to describe the book without spoiling anything. It has everything in it. Dinosaurs, time travel, assassins, things like that. It's a little bit of a less mature read, probably for like teens and people older than that. It's definitely not a Kill or Be Killed or a Why the Last Man, but it's a fascinating story about friendship and people growing up. You have characters in this that find things out about their future selves or things like that. It's how they decide to live with that and how they decide to be better people because of it. It's just a fascinating story, and just like the other 2 books that I've mentioned so far, read it over the span of about 2 days. So as we reach the halfway point of this video, guys, I just want to remind you, leave a like and consider subscribing down below so you never miss another video. And following on from the Image Comics theme, we have The Fix, written by Nick Spencer and drawn by Steve Lieber. This is definitely for mature readers. This follows 2 corrupt cops in, I want to say, the 70s. It's really funny. If you enjoy dark comedy, specifically dark comedy, you will find this hilarious. Just a brief warning though that it is unfinished. Kind of. We have 3 volumes out of The Fix so far, but no volume 4. And everyone wants a volume 4. Everyone needs a volume 4 of this. We need to find out how this story ends. It's definitely for mature readers, as I say, because it incorporates things like sex, drugs, and, you know, being a detective in LA. It's funny, it's dark, it's set in the 70s, there's a great nostalgic feel to it. It's really just stylistic and it's great. And there's a dog in it, so that gives you something to read. Finally, the last one on this, following on from a book set in the past. Can you see how I've segued all these books? We have Lady Killer. This is the library edition that I have, and I also did review it. I'll leave a link up here in case you're interested. This follows Josie, who is an assassin and has been an assassin for 15 years. I'm not going to say any more than that, just in case anyone wants to go and check it out. This is definitely for mature readers, just because of the plot. It follows an assassin. There's not much more family friendly that you can be. Lady Killer follows Josie, the assassin who comes up against enemies, targets, things like that, and another one just like the fix, is unfinished. But I heard that this book is coming back this year in 2023, and it's one that I definitely will be unboxing on the channel. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you stick around. That's all 5 of my non-superhero recommendations for you guys. I just want to say a massive thank you to anyone still watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like down below and leave me a comment. Let me know some of your favourite non-superhero books. There are loads more and it was really difficult to narrow it down to these 5. So if you want to see a part 2, let me know. And if you do end up going away and reading any of these books as well because of my recommendation, let me know. I always love seeing what people think of the books that I talk about. With that, I'll say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye guys. Bye.